Welcome to Title Talk with Kathy Schwartz, Parent Involvement Coordinator for Adams Central. Let's talk about how you can take advantage of Title programs and help your student achieve in the classroom.
Welcome to January's edition of Title Talk. Hope you had a restful and joyful vacation and are ready to meet the second semester head on. Mark your calendar. On February 13th is our next Family Fun Night for the 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade Title families. This is a fun evening of yoga with Jenny Bowers-Schultz from Decatur Down Dog. Jenny will present a program designed to help families enjoy and relax with different exercises. She presented a program last year and everyone that attended had so much fun. Keep an eye out for those reservation slips coming home the end of January. February's Idea Exchange will be held on February 10th with Attitudes and Motivation. Come and share ideas with fellow parents on how to deal with attitude issues and get ideas on how to motivate your student. We meet at 6 p.m. in the cafeteria. Now on to the home and school connection for January. The first article dealt with goal setting, a recipe for success. Setting, tracking, and achieving goals are skills that will serve your child well now and in the future. Here are 3 steps to goal setting. Number 1, be specific. Make sure your goal is specific enough. Suggest your child to narrow it down so it's more of a target. Number 2, map it out. Break the goal down into small steps, creating a path to success. A good visual for this is to create a paper walkway with each stage of accomplishment and to the goal to be written on each stone. Color each step as it is accomplished. Check in. Be sure to support your child on their journey to success. If your child is stalled or not meeting their goal, discuss other alternative steps that might help them reach their goal. In short notes, they had a really good suggestion and snow day planned. Yes, it is that time of year. Make sure you have a plan for snow days, for delays, and early dismissals, such as childcare, neighbors stepping in to assist in schedule changes. Another good idea is to let your child know these plans. It helps with anxiety over schedule changes. What's that sound? Play a game to sharpen your child's listening skills. Have your child close their eyes and you create a sound. Then have them guess. See if they can identify that sound. Then switch and have them do it for you. The third short note was dealing with parent helpers. Parent volunteer opportunities come in all shapes and sizes, and here are 2 ways that you might help. Contribute supplies to the classroom. Ask your teacher what items may be needed for a special project or for everyday uses. Or share a talent. Have a talent you can share with the class? Well, tell the teacher, and you may be able to share it during class time or even at a special school event. The third article is screen-free play. Encourage your child to spend less time in front of that screen. Studies show that a child that spends less time in front of a screen are healthier and earn higher test scores. 2 ways to do this is number 1, nature time. Head outside and get some exercise and explore nature. Enjoy a sport, create memories. Or a screen-free corner in your home. Create a corner that has your child's favorite activities that do not involve a screen, such as puzzles, board games, Play-Doh, paint, a zone to exercise their brain without technology. Write organized reports. 3 steps to an organized report are: number 1, choose your topic, one that your child enjoys and is interested in. 2, brainstorm questions. Create a list of questions that your child wants to know about that topic. And 3, collect the facts. Research the library or online, writing each fact on a card. Then organize the cards in order they will appear in the report. Then your child can use these cards to create paragraphs for the report. Keep an eye out for bullying. This is a pretty serious thing, and parents should be vigilant of signs of bullying. If you notice bruises, ask your child how he received them. Contact your child's teacher and ask if there has been any accidents or that you have noticed bruises. Discuss with your child how to seek help in threatening situations, and always role play what to do in those. This is one way to help keep your child safe. Now on to the reading connection, the beginning level. The opening article was the give and take of a conversation. A good conversation is a two-way street, both with speaking and listening skills being used. Here are some ways to practice having a good conversation. Number 1, take turns. Sit on the floor facing your child. As you are having a conversation, roll a ball back and forth between you. The speaker will hold the ball until they are finished and then roll it to the other so that they may speak. This helps your child to listen and wait until it is their time to speak. Number 2, ask questions. Questions keep a conversation going and shows interest in the other person that is talking. Have one person tell something and then ask a question to the listener. For example, they may say, "My favorite ice cream is vanilla. What is yours?" Next, the listener answers that question and asks the other person a related question, such as, "My favorite flavor is chocolate. Do you like it in a cone or a dish?" See how long you can keep the conversation going. Remember, stick to the topic. Number 3 is build on. Get some building blocks. Start by placing a block on the table and stating something you want to talk about. Then have your child add something about that topic and place a block on top of yours. Then you do the same. See how tall of a tower you can get. Throw a book party. Celebrate your child's favorite book by having them create an activity that depicts a scene in the story. Another great idea is to create a snack that connects with the story, such as making cookies if you have read the book, if you give a mouse a cookie. Book picks for this month for our beginning readers. Spend It. This is the first book in the Money Bunny series. With the help from his mom, Sonny Bunny decides how he wants to spend his allowance. Does he save it or does he spend his carrots right away? A very good book for learning money management. The second book, The World is Not a Rectangle, a portrait of architect Zaha Hadid. This biography tells the story of Zaha Hadid and her journey of realizing her dream to become an architect. Moldylocks and the Three Beards. Yes, I didn't get that wrong. Moldylocks and the Three Beards. This book is the first one in the Princess Pink series. And here a new twist to a familiar tale of an uninvited guest. The third book, Book of Bones, 10 Record-Breaking Animals, is an award-winning nonfiction book that explores animal skeletons. get answers to the questions of which creatures has the most bones or what has a skeleton but no bones. Read it and find out. The article titled "Winter at the Library" says, as the weather is too cold and to go out, head for your local library. Here are some suggestions to make the library a very special place, just not to get books. Explore different sections, not just picture books, but look at magazines, biographies, videos. It's endless what your local library has to offer. Enjoy a family reading time. I love this one. After making your selections, don't dash out the door, but explore the library and find the perfect reading spot. Sit down and enjoy reading time together. Also, it says, keep an eye out and attend special events at the library. Look for announcements for events at the library, such as an author visit or a special celebration day, and attend there. Make the library an adventure. Move and spell. This was a suggestion to practice those spelling words. Have your child determine a certain movement to represent each letter, then act out the word as they recite the word. Movement builds memory. Writing plus board games equal fun. If your child needs to practice handwriting, there are some games that involve handwriting that also gets them to practice that skill. Play board games that involve handwriting, such as categories or hangman. In the article, Choose Specific Words, spoke to improve writing skills. After your child has written a rough draft, have him go through and highlight words that can be replaced with more colorful or more descriptive words. Do you need help with that? Use a thesaurus and read the sentence using the replacement words. Then choose the new word that is the best. Now on to the Reading Connection Intermediate Edition. Write around the house. Build writing into your family's routine. Showing writing makes life easier and more fun. Number 1, make a weekly calendar. Place a large calendar in a central spot in the house. Have each member of the family write down their activities and assign a certain color for each family member. You might be surprised just how busy you are. Also, create a grocery list. This involves writing. Put a blank sheet of paper on the refrigerator so that family members can put items on it that need to be purchased next time you visit the grocery store. Make sure you might even add a reason why they need this. Another fun way to get writing into your everyday life is have the kids write down a joke that they hear and then let them share them at the dinner table. That would be a fun event. The school picks on the intermediate level is number 1 is Fablehaven. Kendra and Seth discover a secret. Their grandfather is a caretaker to a garden filled with magical creatures. See how the kids save the garden from danger. Book 1 in the Fablehaven series. The second book, The Poetry of U.S., the collection of poems from different regions of the USA, and take a trip through the nation using poetry as your guide. Number 3, Crow Smarts, inside the brains of the world's brightest birds. I never thought as a crow being the brightest bird, but a part of the Scientists in the Field series, this book will provide all sorts of interesting facts about this very smart bird. The last book they suggested is It's Raining Cupcakes. Learn about Sadie as she pursues her desire of entering a cupcake baking contest in New York City. But she has to beat her best friend that also wants to win, and a mother that has her own ideas. This is a great variety of books to explore for your young reader. Tackling longer books. Longer books increase reading skills. Here are some suggestions to encourage your student to stretch their comfort zone. Look for breaks. Start with books with short chapters. This gives your child a sense of accomplishment. Follow interests. Choose book that your child are interested in or want to learn about. Read together. This is a great idea. Read the same book as your child and decide where to stop. Then discuss what has happened. This also checks for comprehension. Give it a chance. Here's a great rule. Have your child read 30 pages before deciding whether or not to stop reading. If they aren't hooked on it after 30 pages, move on to another book. There's nothing worse than being forced to read a book that you are not interested in. In the article Backward Spelling, it suggests to write down words backwards and say the new word you created. You can either create a new definition for it or have other guess which word you have spelled backwards by listening to how to pronounce the new word. Sounds like fun. Snapshot stories gives us an idea of a writing activity. Have your child take a picture of an event or a topic and have them write a story about the picture. You'd be surprised how much they write because they are writing from memory. Create a thinking reader. Here's an idea to help reading comprehension. Have your child read the questions first before they read the book or story. Then they know what they are looking for. Discuss the theme or purpose behind the story and get him thinking about what he is reading. Well, that's the January edition of Title Talk. Stay warm and healthy until next time, and remember, keep talking.
Thank you for joining us for this episode of Title Talk. If you'd like to know more about our programs, please contact the Adams Central Title staff. Until next time, keep talking.